Physics is the branch of science concerned with the nature and properties of matter and energy. Ballet is a complex art form that incorporates many stylized elements which correlate with the laws of physics. But what is physics in ballet? Join me as we learn how gravity meets grace. Force is basically a push or a pull. Force is also a vector of quantity, meaning that it has both magnitude and direction. When a dancer jumps, they must first exert a force on the ground, which is counteracted by the normal force to make the dancer airborne. The gravity is an unbalanced force which acts on and stops the dancer's motion in accordance to Newton's first law. Static equilibrium occurs when the net force and the net torque of an object are at zero. If the dancer's mass is distributed disproportionately across the center, then their center of gravity must be shifted. This is the point that they balance on while dancing. The center of gravity of an object is the point at which the object will balance. In order to stay balanced, the center of gravity must remain directly above the area of contact within the floor. Then, gravity's downward push and floor's upward push will go through the dancer's center of gravity, and there is no total force and no total torque. Rotational inertia indicates how difficult it is to start an object spinning, or to stop it if it's already spinning. It depends on the mass of the object. The greater the mass, the greater the rotational inertia. It also depends how far the mass of the object is placed from the rotation axis. In order to rotate faster, you need to decrease rotational inertia. This can be done in two ways: decrease mass, or to make sure the body is very close to the rotation axis. Conservation of angular momentum is perhaps the most important physical principle in ballet. Angular momentum is the rate of spin multiplied by the momentum of inertia, which depends on how much the mass is distributed around her spin axis. If the momentum remains the same and she reduces her inertia by pulling her leg out, she must spin faster. Torque is a measure of how much a force acting on an object causes that object to rotate. The harder you push, the more quickly the object spins up. The further from the spin axis you apply the forces used to generate the torque, the more quickly the object spins up. The longer you push, the greater the total change in angular momentum.